Hey guys, so we're in the office, I have coffee, and it's raining. It's a beautiful day. So part of the journey of the Kickstarter is to take everybody into the nuts and bolts of the journal. The journal is based around three key foundations: feel, emotion; think, logic; and action, do. It's a process to help people declutter their minds, find the things that are important in their lives, and create action that you're accountable for. It's about stepping up. It's about taking ownership. Now, you'll often hear me say, own your shit. It doesn't matter what word you use. Stuff, situations, things, it's about taking ownership. A big influence on me is the speaker Simon Sinek. Now, Simon's premise is that everything comes from why. And why is your emotion. Everything that you feel inside, the excitement, the butterflies that you get when you have creative ideas or you're focusing on the positive aspect of your life, the uncertainty, the fear, the doubt that you feel when you may not be in the best of places. These are all the whys. This is why we live. This is why we do things. There's always logic underneath it, but we are emotional creatures. We crave happiness. We crave those things that we can strive towards. When you think of family, you're filled with love. You're filled with a sense of protectiveness. When you think of your friends, you are filled with joy. When you think of the aspects of your life like work, there can be stress. There can be things that make you feel uncertain, that clench up your stomach and put you in a challenging places where you don't really want to be. Now, the thing with feel is a lot of people get stuck in this. The idea of journal is that it's a process. We have loops, and many of us get stuck in these loops. So the idea of the journal is to identify these loops, to break them down into the three sections. Why do we feel what we feel? What are the underlying things, the facts of the situation that create these emotions within inside us? And the third part is, what can I do right now to make a change in my situation? So getting feel onto the page, it's not about denying stuff. It's not about avoiding the tough questions. It's not about trying to get away from the things that make us feel sad or, challenge us. Everything is working towards a positive, but we don't all start in a positive place. If you're a very creative person, you're always filled with ideas, they're always running around your head, but a lot of them are stuck on the tip of your tongue. Feel is about getting it out there. Feel is giving it body so that you can then go and explore how to further those ideas. If you're in a place where you are feeling challenged, where you're not happy, where you feel that something is missing, then get it out there. Get it on the page, but don't leave it at emotion. This is where a lot of us get stuck. We stay on the emotion because, honestly, we're invested in our own lives. So it's about getting it out there so you can look at it and go, all right, this is what I'm feeling. Why am I feeling this right now? Now, feel can be applied to any aspect of your life. As I said, some of my testers have used it in the work environment. Whether you're in corporate or you're self-employed or, you're a musician, you're always going to have emotions going through you. You may love what you do and you want to explore further. You want to try and get ahead. Putting feel onto the page helps you break down where you're at and what you need to do to get there. Work-life balance is an important thing these days. I come from a corporate background, and the amount of stress and unhappiness that I used to see in the people that I worked with, that has also played a large part in me developing this journal. Because we're meant to work to live. We don't live to work. Money is important. We need it to survive, but it's the things outside of work that bring us joy. It's our family, it's our friends. Not all of us are lucky enough to work in our dream jobs, but your job doesn't have to be a drag. You should be able to create a place of happiness within your work. And one of the ideas of the journal and using it in that sort of environment is to work out the things that are bringing you down, to work out the things that do bring you joy within the workplace and focus on those things, expand on them, create the environment that you want. Now, we used feel in all sorts of places within the test. There was people going through divorce, there was people in hectic lifestyles, there was people that wanted to travel, there were people that were artists and they just wanted to get into a new type of art. The first step in their process was to sit down and work out why these things were important to them. When you have that thought go through your head, the emotion's there. You feel it and you can go, hey, I'm happy, or hey, I'm a little stressed. But getting it onto the page, it gives you that visual. It shows you why these things are important and why you should pursue them. The other side of that is when our minds are so cluttered with so much of the everyday stuff that when we do find those important things, they're gone. It comes into our brain and then it's gone. So you get it onto the page. You start to discard the things that don't matter. Those feelings that you don't want to focus on. You don't deny them. You get in, you look at them, and then you go, you know what? That's not what I want. This is what I want. And you write that down and you focus on that. And you take that through the process of defining the emotions, then looking at the logic underneath the emotion and going, all right, if this is what I want, how do I do it? And once you start to work out the situations that are underneath the emotion, then you start to create action. You look at the simple things you can do to move yourself forward from where you are now. So over the next couple of days, I'm going to go more into think. I'm going to go into the logic behind our situations. I'm going to go into do, because again, this is where a lot of us stall. And this was a hard process for me to create action. But once you get into the habit of it, it's really simple, guys. Anybody can do it. It's just about having the method there. So I'm going to end it there. Thank you very much for watching, and I will chat to you guys tomorrow. All right, bye-bye.